So you're the teacher,
Okay.
and I am your scholar, and you are going to model
Okay.
your thinking for this activity that you did with your class last week.
Okay. So today, scholars, we're going to learn how to take away money from $1 or give change. Give you money change back. I'm going to show you or model for you how we're going to do this. I'm going to give you a dice, and everybody's going to have a bag of money that has coins that equal the total of $1. But right now, I'm going to show you what to do. So I'm going to roll my bag. My bag has $1 as well. So I'm going to roll my dice, and my dice is going to give me the number that I'm going to take away. Okay, so my rolling my dice, I roll a 7. My bag has 2 quarters, 3 dimes, 3 nickels, and 5 pennies. And I rolled a 7, which means I'm going to take away 7 cents. Who can tell me what coins I should take away? Yes, Miss Jackson.
I think you should take away 1 nickel and 2 pennies, because 1 nickel is 5 and 2 pennies is 2, and 5 plus 2 is 7.
Very good. So then that leaves, we do that, move away my 2, 7. Let's count how much I have left. So we have 2 quarters, 1 is 25, plus 25 is 50. Let's count together, plus 10 is 60, plus 10 more is 70, 80, 90,
90,
oh, sorry.
91, 92, 93.
Very good. So I have how much left? 93 cents.
93 cents.
93 cents I have left.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so that was really good that you actually was able, this time, clear, obviously, we went through a problem together. We went through an example together of this activity. And this activity was included in your lesson plans. It was a game, an introductory type of game. So when can I use your pen?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think felt good about that?
Well, the first thing is because I was able, I scripted all out.
Okay.
And I was able to really articulate what I wanted them to do.
Okay.
Basically.
And did anything feel off, or did you feel weird about any of it?
Well,
or was it? Do you feel like it was perfect?
Pretty sure it wasn't perfect. But what did I do?
So I thought it was really good. I thought it was obviously a step in the right direction. One thing that I wanted to point out to you is I want to talk a little bit about gradual release, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so gradual release meaning I have all of the control now, but I'm going to then release the control to you. And so when we think about gradual releases, there are 3 main parts, of course, of the I do, the we do together, and then the you do independently, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we think about what you just did, what do you think, where would we have Phil?
I should have, instead of calling on someone,
Mm-hmm.
I should have just explained my own process instead of because I always assume, especially like Haley,
Mm-hmm.
that everybody knows what to do or how to count.
Right.
When I should just, there's always somebody that doesn't.
Right.
So.
And that's a good realization. So definitely want to, we go in thinking they know nothing. And we know that a lot of them know already. Because like you said, this lesson builds off of other lessons that you've already, this is in a sequence. This was lesson 8 out of a unit. So we know that they've been exposed to, so they should have been able to do it. However, you want to make sure that you go in all the time, even if it's just a quick model.
Or if somebody's asking.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I agree. There was a lot of we doing this.
It should have just been all.
I want you to model the first one, and then the next one, bring everybody else in. Now we're going to do this one together.
Okay.
And one of the things that I wanted to, when I looked through your lesson plans, I know that your lesson plans come pre-made,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys are tasked with the task, of marking it up. So when I was looking through your plans, it was the expectation already was that you were going to do this with them, which makes sense of why you were like doing it with them. But that's why we mark these up. We make them our own because we want to make sure. Because I was reading through and I'm like, oh, okay, it does say we're going to do this together.
But then I also make my own notes down here.
Right, exactly. So you can adapt
but I
this
need to also put the I do's on there because I have to make sure for myself. I put that on there for my own personal things.
So you, like you said, this was hard for you because you like to type everything.
Yep.
So you can.
But that's okay because I can do that.
Yeah.
I did it on the next lesson.
Yeah.
I typed up what I use them all in as an example and put quotation marks. Say this, do this, that, the other. Because I don't know why I did that because I sure didn't know you was gonna make me do this.
That's
I just did it.
I always expect that we're gonna practice.
But it does work.
Yeah. So even if it's just a quick I do, because like I said, I get that this is not the bulk of your lesson.
Right.
This is not even this was really just to get them into the game. It seems like was really supposed to be the hook into the lesson. It just didn't play out that way for you.
Would that have worked had I done it correctly? As
the hook. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course, I didn't even
right.
and this was allotted for 15 minutes, right? And I was in there for at least 30. So because we didn't do a quick model in the beginning, it ended up taking the bulk of your lesson time. I don't know if you noticed that, but it took the bulk of your lesson time because then you had to go back and you were trying to explain. And then you did bring them in together eventually, but you were in the beginning was trying to explain it to each individual student as they were raising their hand, or you were noticing, okay, no, that's not right. Okay, everybody look up here. So had you started with that and had you did it would have turned out better.
Okay.
So for this, I know you have to pick your kids up, and so for the sake of time, we're gonna keep this practice as this practice today. But when I come in next week, or later this week. Well, I'm out for PD, but so I want to come in as early in the week that I can. I'm gonna be expecting to see a clear, explicit I do in your lesson. That's what I'm gonna be looking for.
Okay.
What time would you like me to come back in?
My math. We come straight from lunch and we go to the restroom, so probably about 12:10. When you say Monday, Wednesday, Monday.
Monday's better.
Monday.
Okay.
Okay, Monday about 12:10.
So Monday, that is
The 28th.
okay at 12:10. So I will be back in there. Now I know that your lessons for this week are already planned, but I would go back in and look at those lessons to make sure there's a clear I do portion of the lesson.
Okay.
Now, once you model, of course, and like I like to remind teachers, a lot of times we do our best modeling or our best think alouds in ELA for whatever reason. Not everybody feels comfortable doing it there.
Mm-hmm.
Math needs to be the same way.
Okay.
However you would solve this problem, however you're thinking, that needs to translate over to the scholars.
Okay.
And so make sure you go back and look at your lesson plans and make sure that there are that you have a clear I do, and then that you're gradually releasing it. Then we're going to do this together, and then their work, they do it on their own.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any other questions?
I do not.